welcome back to the YouTube channel for you for the first time. Hi, my name is Tino Sparks, your favorite Africa without borders, currently in Harare, Zimbabwe. And as you guys can see, I'm a bit excited, you guys, because I love talking about finances. I love money. And even when I'm working towards my journey to financial independence, because that's what we're working for, right? I love to learn and actually put my finances into perspective. It doesn't matter how much I earn. I just want to know where my money is going, how I spend my money. And most of the reasons why we tend not to know where our money is going, we eat from hand to mouth, is because we tend to shy away from money, because such conversations were never shared with us on dinner tables, especially if you have grown in an average or low income African home. Such conversations are almost taboo. It's only the mother or the father who is responsible for the finances. Kids are not let in. So I'm not a financial advisor, just learning as I go, and I want to share that experience with you guys. And also, before I was a bit financially okay-ish, I really used to wonder, how are people my age doing? How can I be better? How can I improve? Am I in the right track, or I'm just lagging behind, or I'm just being too hard on yourself? Because at a certain point in life, you start being too hard on yourself, that maybe you're not doing much, maybe you need to do more, and you stop appreciating the present. So whatever I'm going to be sharing today, it's just what I spend in a month. There are people who earn more than me, there are people who earn less than me. Our spending habits are different. Please let me know where I can reduce my expenses if you feel like there is a need and things like that. But generally, I am just a person who's minimal, but who also loves their comfort. So let's just get right into the video. I have this budget planner that I got from Timo. All my expenses, I write them down. I don't know if you guys can see, I actually have a daily expense sheet where I actually jot down everything on a daily on what I buy. I've been doing this for the past 4 months because I'm trying to track my expenses. I'm not where I want to be with my expenses. So sometimes I just keep an average of the things that I'm buying, so I can see where I need to reduce, what I need to increase, what I need to work on, where some of the money could go as I'm trying to work on my investments. Some of you guys are comfortable with tracking their spending on Excel. Some have a spreadsheet of some kind. Some people then generally just track it down through bank transactions. Zimbabwe is much more like a cash economy, so it is hard to track cash transactions unless you write them down. And then for me, the pen and paper actually works. So let's get right into it. The first thing is the housing. As I've shared this before, and I'm gonna share it with you guys. I stay in a rented apartment and a shared apartment. The split for the rental bill is only $200. There are people who are not comfortable staying with other people, but there are cheaper places if you even want. The reason why I chose these places because it's quiet. I'm able to film my videos. And for me, I like my peace, I like my tranquility. Nice places are where I want to be, definitely. I'm just one person, and there are other financial goals that I need to achieve. So for me, renting out a flat at this point in my life is not a thing, because accommodation in Zimbabwe is quite expensive as compared to other places in the region. I'm really comfortable with where I am. Even if I get more money in this near future, I'd rather put that money into an investment than giving it all out for rentals. So $200 is inclusive of water and electricity. I also have a $5 bill for gas. We use LPG gas for cooking in most households in Zimbabwe. It is a shared expense, of course. So in a month we put $10, but then sometimes that $10 actually overlaps into another month because we don't cook just as much. Another bill that I have is my phone bill, which is $5. I take $5 in order for me to make physical calls to people that I work with, because apart from doing content creation, I'm also a project manager. So it's very convenient to have call credit, because many people are quick to respond on call than on WhatsApp or any other means of communication. Another bill that I also have, you guys, is internet. My budget for internet is $45, meaning $30 with the shared home internet, and I then pay $15 data for my phone. My actual expenditure for internet in February exceeded my budget, and I am definitely trying to find a way how I can reduce that. I paid $30 for my Wi-Fi, and then we really didn't have enough electricity throughout the month. Apart from the $15 that I pay, I had to double that. So I paid $60 instead of $45 for my internet. That is a no, because I'm not going to spend more than what I'm actually budgeting for, because for me the goal is actually to cut down my expenses, not to increase my expenditure. I'm just working on saving more and work towards my investment. So basically, these things for my housing cost me $270. Initially I budgeted $255, so I need to work on reducing my internet expense. Let's go to food. My February month was a bit hectic with my expenses because you guys already know that my grandmother was in town, so we did more of spoiling each other here and there. I went a little bit out of budget with eating out. The budget for dining out was $35 and I spent $53. You guys saw grandma was asking for pizza. I went out for a seafood dinner, and every time we go out with my family, we just share the bill. So yeah, that's that. So for groceries, my budget was $80. I ended up spending $87. And for toiletries, my budget was $10. So toiletries for me include tissue paper and some detergents, which I actually don't buy every month. For groceries, dining out, and toiletries, I spent $150 and my budget was $135. I guess this month it definitely decreased because Gogo is out of town because I don't really cook much, so I get more snacks, more almost readily made foods than actually cooking. Mainly it's because sometimes when there is no electricity, our alternative is a gas stove, and I'm not really a fan of using a gas stove for obvious reasons. I'm just glad that my stove is self-ignited, because if it wasn't, I wasn't gonna switch that thing on. I'm afraid of burning my beautiful face off. Anyway, for food, mostly it's dining out, and then I also get to buy meat. For my meat, I was counting what I used for February. I bought just $9 worth of meat, and then for my eggs, I then use like $2. That is roughly about 12 eggs. I don't eat more than 12 eggs in a month, you guys. Do you think I should do better? Drop a comment and let me know. Moving on is my health. So I always put $20 aside in case I get sick, and then if I don't use it, I put that money to the emergency fund, which I'm just trying to build. So last month I allocated $20, but I only got to use $2. I bought some painkillers. I also have a health bill for my mom, which I'm not going to disclose the totals right here. I pay for that as well. And then I also put an allocation for family, $20, in case there's just something, there's an emergency for family. If I don't get to use that money, I as well allocate that money to the emergency fund, which is also a savings fund. So I allocated $20 for family and I only got to use $10. So there's transportation. I don't have a car, you guys. I'm manifesting for a car. Inshallah, I'm getting a car soon. But I use InDrive mostly, like private transportation, which you book at a certain price. Sometimes I then use combis where it is very much convenient. I'm very much surprised with the way I've loved a bit of comfort. Before, taking the combi was not very much of a problem. It was like my only means of transportation, and then I'll take Uber here and there. But right now I take more Uber than taking the combi, maybe because I can afford it a bit more. But apart from that, where I stay, actually we don't have combis. I'd have to get an InDrive for me to get to the nearest shops and then take a combi from there. If I tell you, every time I leave the house to go somewhere without even thinking about the cost of actually going where I want to go, for me to get to the shops, to my nearest shops, I need $6, $3 to $3 from. That is quite actually expensive for me. I'm trying to figure out a way to actually reduce it, but I'm just failing to. So for my transport, I ended up using $43, which is not so bad, but for someone who doesn't go out on a daily, that could be reduced. If $40 could go to fuel, that would be so amazing, because I won't be limited for movement, you guys, because I feel like I'm stuck. I don't have much mobility as much as I would have loved to. So $40 to fuel is better than $40 going to InDrive, honestly.
Hi ladies, my name is Melody Moyo. I'm an education specialist and I am inviting you to our Women's Empowerment event themed empowering women through education, digital innovation, and entrepreneurship. Our event is going to be at Vanilla Moon on the 6th of April from 12 to 2 p.m. I'm super excited. I'm looking forward to have you guys.
And if you're excited about making money online through content creation or simply just running your business online, then this event is definitely for you, because I am also going to be there. This is a chance to learn from me, Tino Sparks, your favorite African without borders, about how to monetize your social media accounts. It could be Facebook, Instagram, and for me, YouTube is my favorite because I earn a monthly income through YouTube. And of course, Millie, the link, your go-to person when you want to start your business in Zimbabwe with whatever amount you have, is definitely going to be teaching us how she is doing it. And trust me, haufaniri kusaririra. So register now and thank me later. So my next expense is labeled personal expenses. This is where I put aside something for clothing. Something comes like you need a new pair of skin tights. Sometimes you need new underwear. $20 is not enough to say, oh, I bought an outfit, you know. It's enough in other countries, but not in Zimbabwe. You can't get something decent for $20 according to my taste. So it's not really a lot of money, but I just put something aside. Sometimes even a wallet or something, just $20. And then I also have an expense for personal care and hair care, which I put at $30 for. But this time I had to go and do my hair at the salon. It's already old, you guys. My hair grows so fast. So I ended up using $60 to do my hair and also buy the hair care, things like the shampoos and the sprays. One thing many guys don't know is that natural hair is nice, natural hair is expensive. If I would make hair care brand of my own, because hair care products for natural are so much expensive. And I guess the reason why these things are expensive because they're trying to lure us into buying wigs and buying artificial things for our hair so that we don't realize who we are as African people. Once I start living that homesteading life and I'm comfortable with where I'm at, I'm going to be making some hair care products for my home and use it for my hair, so that I cut down this expense, because $60 for hair in Zimbabwe is quite a lot. So my total for personal is $70. That was my budgeted, and I only got to use $60, which is I have been servicing a loan for the past 4 or 5 months, and I pay it in rand. Ideally, I was to pay $100 a month, which is $1,850. But some months are good, some months are bad. February, I couldn't pay all $1,850. I only managed to pay 700 rand. And I'm just grateful that I got that loan and it helped me at the time that I needed it. This March will be my last month paying back that loan, and I'm so grateful that that person who loaned me that money. I'm really grateful because at that point I really needed that money and it came through for me, and I know you're watching. God bless you. So this will be my last month paying off that debt, and I'm so excited because then I'll have $100 that I haven't been spending throughout this month going somewhere else where it is going to grow. So another thing that I have right here is entertainment. I went to add from last time, that place where I did that zip lining, I only got to spend $10, whereas I budgeted $20. So I have $10 that was residual. Ideally, it's supposed to go to the emergency fund, but because I'd exceeded other areas of my budget, that money you'll never see where it goes. And then lastly, there are many people that take this for granted. Some people, we have subscriptions that we never use. Like I had a CapCut subscription, was paying 130 rand. 130 rand is like $7-8. I had an Epidemic Sound subscription, the music that you guys get to enjoy. I'm paying about 334 rands, which is like about $20 for you to actually get to enjoy the music that I put on these videos. I also got Google One and Google things. I pay 53 rand, which is about $4 or $5. I just feel like it's a lot, you guys, because $20 plus $8, that's $28 plus $4, that's $32. And every month to just part away with $32 and not knowing where it's actually going, or not really getting the value of what you're actually trying to do, I felt like it's a lot. I also have a Netflix subscription, but thank goodness that subscription is not on my bill, and I'm really grateful for that. And then I felt like that my subscriptions are a bit too low. I need to cut down on that. So last month I actually did cut down on my CapCut subscription. What I did is I did pay for my CapCut subscription prior, so I'm really grateful that this time I didn't get to pay it. But also for Epidemic Sounds, I tried to cancel Epidemic Sounds. I was like, I'm going to be using free sounds that everyone else is using. Of course, I would have wanted to improve my videos, but at this point, put out the information out there is much more important than the music. I'll try to find copyright-free music. But then also, as I was trying to cancel the subscription, they gave me like 70% off. Can you imagine? So I think when YouTube pays me, I'm gonna pay that 70% of subscription, and I get the subscription for the whole year, which is saving me loads of money, because almost the amount that I was paying in 2 months is what I'm going to be paying for the whole year, which is quite a deal that I'm not going to afford, because I also love just giving you guys amazing music that you can jam to whilst you're watching my videos and did enjoy. I then definitely cancelled my Google subscription because I wasn't using it. So right now I need to work on deleting all the spam emails that go to my Google Photos and delete a lot of nonsense that have been there. Guys, I've been taking a lot of videos since I was in college, and I believe there's a lot of junk, some stuff that I don't even need, that I'm going to work on and delete on and save space and save my dollars. So basically, this is how my expenses are going, including my medical bill for my mom, because I do that monthly. I'm going to be doing it for quite a while. But everything I have said, guys, this is what I actually spend. So if you round down everything, like my rent, my food, eating out, some money I put aside for family, I like to call it black checks, because somebody's gonna say, oh, I have an emergency, can you give me $10? And then there's no way you're gonna say, please give it back, because the reason why they're asking you is because they don't have. So in a month, I had budgeted $520, but my total expenditure was actually $595. I spent $75 more. So roughly, I use about $600 a month to get by. Now, looking at how much the average person is earning in Zimbabwe, I just feel like $600 is a more. If I could, I would actually cut down on my expenses, and this is something that I'm actually working on. So this month I used $595. In January I used $583. In December I used $700, you guys, and I'm pretty much excited that this is working on reducing. So you can actually see how jotting down your daily expenses will actually give you an overall outlook on what you can reduce and manage your finances better. I'm very happy that I moved from 700 to 500 and something. Now I'm in the 500s range. I don't know if I'm able to reduce it, because I also want the comfort of having a little flexibility with the money, because we've worked hard for it and God has been so good. God has blessed us in different ways. And then I think right now my focus will be mainly on earning more money, because I'm not where I want to be at. Investment portfolio is not looking at how I would want it to look at this age. My savings balance is not where I want it to be, but also struggling a lot because that financial literacy still hasn't stuck to my head. So sometimes I'm loose, sometimes I'm okay, but sometimes I slack a lot and then take out some monies from the savings and but like I'm definitely working on it. What are some of the financial wins that you've done this year? What are some of the financial struggles that you're struggling with? I mean, let's have a conversation. There are people who have obviously gone before me, people who are older than me, people who've seen it all in this financial crisis and financial life. I would really love some advice on this YouTube channel. They're not only helping me, but I'm helping thousands of people who are also watching me on this channel. That's it for today's video. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please give this video a huge thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't joined the road to 20,000 subscribers, and it can only happen if you guys make it happen. I'm Tino Sparks, your favorite Africa without borders, and I am signing out.